EFI, just at a glance, we are a Silicon Valley-based company. 25-year history in the print industry, over 1,000 people just in research and development. And really the fastest growing technology company in our particular industry. Our CEO, Guy Gett, set a very aggressive agenda, or goal for us, I should say, of getting to $1 billion in revenue by 2016. And we're all starting to become very conscious that that's getting very, very close. And it's also, of course, the proving year, so it's going to be a big year. You know, the one thing we're finding, especially getting into more of the industrial spaces, is really the value proposition changes a bit. With graphic arts, and with display graphics and even labels, the idea of digital is very powerful because you can customize, and you don't have a lot of setup time, so you can do very short runs. Getting into some more of the industrial segments, and we've seen this with ceramics, and certainly in these others as well, it's more focused around, yes, reduce the setup times, increase flexibility, but really moving to much more of a just-in-time manufacturing model, and most importantly, being able to eliminate a lot of the inventory costs. You know, the good old days 10 years ago of wide format inkjet, where there was some very nice pricing in the market at the end user level, that is fast becoming a little bit more mature, and still a lot of growth in the market. But what we're finding is obviously people are on to their second and third generation of digital products in the wide format space, and so there's more competition out there at the end user level. Often folks are now, it used to be an analog to digital type of purchase decision, where they enter into digital. Now we're in much more of a robust replacement cycle along with analog to digital, and they look at it a little bit differently. When they're looking at new digital technology, they're really looking at how do I reduce costs, how can I make sure I stay in the game in terms of a very competitive pricing type of environment out there, and how can I just get it in and out of the plant faster. And that's what the whole EFI ecosystem is, not just the printers, but it's the whole front end, it's the whole MIS. How do you get it in and out of the shop as quickly as possible? We go back and talk to customers about how they use LED. Yes, they focus on, I can do some more exotic type materials or different types of applications, but also people can just print at higher speeds without the fear of the substrate crinkling up. And this is all, under, the nice thing about the cool curing, in addition to all that, of course, you're using less power, you have less waste, and we really try to stick to the model of fewer consumables as well. So it's been very, very powerful for the market, and we have over 500 installs now of LED equipment out there, and it's a big part of our product line, obviously, going forward. Now, in terms of our UltraDrop technology, launched that late last year, and we're now propagating it throughout the product line. And this is basically it's a higher resolution print head, 7 picoliter, grayscale. And so you can get very, very high resolution prints at production speeds, and you're not giving up a lot of speed to get that super fine print quality. So we had a lot of demand in the market as people moved up from slower wide format into more of a production device. Before they had to give up on resolution, they moved from kind of the Epson world into this particular world. And now we don't have people that have to make that trade-off anymore. They can still keep that really crisp, 4-point and under type of font, and all the detail and gradations in their images with a much faster device. One other thing we're coming out with, and this is with the 1625, is an offering that's going to go after more of the thermoforming space. We call it Super Draw Inks. It's something that we offer in our GS product today. And what this lets you do is basically go after the thermoforming market, which is important for some sign shops that do the almost three-dimensional signs, but also it really brings people into more industrial applications. One area we really put a lot of focus into is, given with the printers being a lot faster, is we were finding that the front end and the whole rip process was becoming more of the bottleneck versus the printing process. So it's just a matter of just keeping everything flowing at a much higher speed. Have a 7-time speed improvement in our latest version of Fire. So it really lets people just eliminate that bottleneck very, very quickly in their shop. job. In summary, we're very focused in fueling customer success. Because if our customers are successful, we're successful. And that's really something we really try to stay focused on, is making sure that technology applies to what customers really need. Not just because it's the latest cool thing out there, but how does it apply to drive a customer's revenue and, more importantly, profit. And so now, it used to be, in the older days of the super wide inkjet, 10, 15 years ago, you were very focused on just getting higher speed out of the printers. And now it's focused much more on the whole efficiency equation of getting the high quality out the door. We really look at ourselves at EFI. We're not serving, our customers aren't big monolithic corporations. They are entrepreneurs, they are family-owned businesses, often that are multi-generational. They're handing them down, and they're focused on growing their businesses and handing it down to the next generation in a bigger and healthy, with a bigger and healthier business. So, at the end of the day, we think about what gets us passionate and what keeps our passion. Yeah, the technology's cool, but it's really what the technology serves, and that's helping people grow their business.